Playing piano is something like drinking water for me. When I play piano, I always feel all materials of my heart comes out. My first memory connected to music is Japanese lullaby by my mother and sound of something like music box above my cradle. My sister played a piano a little bit and I felt, I want to do piano. But from 6 years old, I remember I started to take piano lesson close to my house. The piano lesson close to my house is something like, music class for children. And when I was 18 years old, I entered Tokyo University of the Arts, but I was a student of musicology. But I could take piano lesson and also historical pianos and harpsichord. When I was 20 years old, my interest to period instrument started. And my first teacher was Kikuko Ogura, Japanese period instrument specialist. I was shocked with the sound of the period instrument. It was Anton Walter classical piano in the time of Mozart or Haydn, totally different from modern piano. And I felt, this is real sound of classical composers, and I want to do it more. Wow. So nostalgic for me. Oh, nice. This graph is on the table. Nice. It's like a dream for me to play Chopin in Poland, in Warsaw, and this concert hall. And the pianos in the time of Chopin. It's totally miracle for me. Yeah. Still remember the clapping hand of audience, very warmful. It was 5 years ago, but I remember like it was 5 days ago. Yeah. So still close memory for me. Historical pianos is something like old Japanese paper with very delicate fiber. Sound of historical pianos have many delicateness, and this delicateness is very special. Of course, modern piano is also very delicate, but the sound character is totally different. And I feel like the sound of historical pianos is more close to our human heart. The human heart is very complicated, and the sound of historical piano is also not simple. Yeah, I visited this church in the competition, and also in the festival in 2019. I play in the Chopin and his Europe, and I always visited this church before my performance. And in the competition, I visited there every round, and tell Chopin's. I felt Chopin. I feel Chopin is there with his heart, and I tell him, so I will play your work from now, and I will enjoy my stage, and I want to tell my all thanks to you for the composition, like this. It was very exciting news for me. So because the Chopin Institute is very famous in Japan, of course in all over the world, and I was very surprised that Chopin Institute started the competition with period instrument. It was also exciting for me to study Chopin with the period instrument for preparing the competition. Playing with the orchestra of the 18th century was really fantastic experience for me because I studied period instrument in Amsterdam, and many members of the orchestra is also teaching in the conservatory in Amsterdam. My friend also played in the orchestra. They have very friendly atmosphere. In the final round, I was really happy to play with them. NHK, Japanese television, made documentary program about the competition, and because of this, a lot of Japanese people got interested with period instrument. In these 5 years after the competition, I got many concerts, particularly in Japan. Of course, I could play in Europe also, but particularly in Japan. It is my very big changing for me that as a historical piano player, I play a lot romantic composers now. So before Chopin competition, I play many classical composers, but now I play many romantic composers. Of course, Chopin and Chopin's friend and more later composer also. So it is a very big change for me. In 5 years ago, I was also very somehow nervous in the situation of competition, but I really enjoyed the stage. It was very special for me to play Chopin in Warsaw. Please enjoy your stage and your Chopin.